Hello there. Um, okay, so, I don't know how to start this off, really. Um, I got back from school, all that. And then, one thing that happened in my school? Man, one of my school bullies from like a long time ago has come back. Has come back. And I tried not to make eye contact with him, but he came up to me. You know what he said? He was like, hey, bro, hey. I feel like I've seen you before. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you messed up in the brain? I'm the kid that you bullied for like 3 years. Straight up. And me, I straight up ignored him. I didn't care, right? Like, that whole thing's going on. It just sucks, man. Oh, yeah. Enough of my life story. Today we are gonna do a what if. As you can see, and you already know by looking at the title, Naruto. Okay, what if Godzilla was sealed inside of Naruto? I know it's gonna be a lot of weird things gonna happen. There's also gonna be what's its name? I keep on forgetting things. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, what's Godzilla's enemy? Like the rival or whatever. Godzilla. Uh, Godzilla. Uh, what's I'm sorry, guys. I'm very unprepared. I was doing a lot of thinking lately, and it's been a little hard. So I'm sorry, guys. Godzilla's, I guess you could say, rival? Ghidorah. Yeah, Ghidorah. Yeah, Ghidorah. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Like, isn't it Ghidorah? I don't know. I'm gonna say Ghidorah. There's gonna be Ghidorah. Yeah. And there's also gonna be Mothra. And as you can probably think that, there's going to be a ship. But I just don't know what that is yet. And so, let's get into it. Okay, let's start when Naruto was a baby, being born by rather than Kushina, father Minato Namikaze. The whole thing happens. Everything stays the same except um, uh, until Kurama, stabs them with the claw. Yeah. When that happens, and they do the seal, one person stays alive, and that's gonna be, well, Kushina. There's gonna be a reason for this, okay? A big reason. Um, and during the, the sealing with the Shinigami, whatever it's called, and then, but right as that happened, you can see some like blue aura going around the or blue and black aura going around the chakra of the Nine Tails. They didn't know what this was. And then you could see this ominous, dark aura just going over Naruto. You could see eyes of like a devastating god almost. Like that terrorized Minato and Kushina. And then it got swept away, went straight into Naruto. They didn't know what the heck that was, but they put it behind their minds. Because they have more important things to go on right now. Minato dies. Kushina goes in the hospital for a while. Because she still has the thing in her, but like, you know, was able to survive somehow. Let's get past that. Now let's go maybe 2 years in the future. Or go 2 years in. Now, Naruto is 2 years old. Some strange things has been happening. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing. When the godlike aura went into Naruto, his hair turned blue and black. And that confused them as well. But, yeah. And, well, when he was 2, he had an accident where, let's say, as well, I'm gonna make Godzilla like 10 times stronger. Because he's not as smart as like King Kong or Kurama. I'm gonna make him able to voice things, so he's able to talk. So there's that. And so he had an accident where when he was playing on the ground and everything, he was playing a little bit too rough. And he's like, you know how babies like slap the ground sometimes? I don't know. This is like a weird baby thing. I don't know. He like cracked the ground, and it cracked. And Kushina was like, "Holy, this is gonna be a strong baby." she, for some reason, she barely has any memories of what happened that night. So, she doesn't know what, what happened or anything. Something happened to her memory, yeah. Then, let's go to maybe, let's go to when he's 4. This is when the stuff gets leaked, I'm pretty sure. Or, if it's not, I'm gonna make it, so. Kushina, since Kushina was alive, I'm pretty sure the, what's it called? The Uchiha massacre wouldn't happen. But, let me just say, I don't know, like, she didn't see it, or she didn't do anything. Oh no, let's go back to the memory thing. She completely forgot it, so, and it still happens. Let's go with that. You guys already probably know where I'm gonna go with this. Now, let's switch to someone else's perspective. Sasuke's. Now, he's randomly goes out at night to go to the forest when he was like maybe 2 or 3 years old. And there was nobody supervising him. And he went into the forest and everything. And then someone finds him. And it's not Orochimaru, but someone worse. I'm gonna call him, I don't know what to call him. I'm just gonna call him evil scientist. Let's just say that. Evil scientist grabbed Sasuke and then took off. Yeah, took him to this big laboratory with this huge monster, 3-headed. And Sasuke was terrified from looking at this thing. Even though he's just a kid, he could sense that that thing is dangerous, like stupid dangerous. And so he starts crying. The scientist injects a sleeping, whatever you call it. Then let's see. He does some experiments. I don't know exactly how it would happen, but yeah. He finally comes up with a seal. And he used the seal on Sasuke. He's only been gone for around, let's go with 4 days. He finally comes up with the seal. He starts to use the seal and put, gosh dang it, he put Gehidora inside of, well, Sasuke. I know this is a little weird and stupid, but just bear with me, okay? And scientist puts him in the forest somewhere, and after that, the scientist gets caught by 2, I guess, Anbu, and gets killed. And then they find Sasuke just laying down on the ground, sleeping, and all peaceful. They don't know what's happening. They can sense just like a little tiny bit of like aggro or something huge, but they can't sense all of it, so they just push it back behind their heads or their minds, so they don't worry about it. And then they give them back to Mikoto and what's his name? What's his name? I can't remember his name. That's so stupid. What's his name? You know what? For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna call him Father of Sasuke. If I remember his name at some point, I'll say it, but yeah. Okay. Now, let's go to Naruto. Now, we're back in regular time. He is now, let's say, 6. Wait up. Yeah, 6, because isn't that... Yeah. Now, Naruto has been developing a weird type of... I'm sorry, guys. Something was stuck in my throat. So, he's been developing a weird type of behavior. He has, well, let's just say, he's been destroying a lot of things in his path that he doesn't even mean to do. And then he's starting to, you know, guess, like, keep to himself more. He is more confused about his powers. He found out of one power of his, and that's like an atomic fist. So you know how he breathes an atomic breath and you know all that. She's yeah, he can use it on his fist now, and he accidentally used this when he found a bunch of bullies attacking someone. So he went to punch someone. He had a little bit of anger, just a little bit of anger, and that caused him to use atomic punch. And it baited him right across the whole freaking village. Like, he has a imprint of a fist in his face. And you can see the burns off that. You can see the flesh, man. And then let's go to oh yeah, Sasuke. Um, he that they have the same encounter except for you know Naruto just doesn't care when they see each other. He just looks over in front of them, you know. Sasuke has been developing weird behavior too. See, he has been wanting something to fight. He wants to be a king. He wants to be a leader. But he doesn't know how to do that. And now, he is... When Itachi slaughtered the clan, the Uchiha clan, he saw everything. He activated a special, like, I guess, like, a little weird... So, you know, if you've seen Tokyo Ghoul, you would know they're Koganes, or whatever they're called. You know how those, like, things come out of their backs? That's basically what happened, except there's a head coming out of it. Like, two heads coming out. And as you already probably know what that is, it's the other two heads of Ghidorah, King Ghidorah. And Itachi was surprised, like, what? I didn't know he had this type of power. This is something else. This is completely something else. He felt the killer intent. Like, he was pressured down. Because that's a freaking beast. Like, if you've seen the Godzilla, King of the Monsters, holy... Like, that was a battle of the ages, man. And so the whole thing happened. Sasuke in the end still gets like, what do you call it? He gets into a type of Tsukiyomi, or is it a Tsukiyomi? I don't remember. But he went into some type of genjutsu that made him watch the clan get slaughtered over and over again. Yeah. That shit still happens. Now, let's get back to, Naruto. We are at the age of, let's say, 12. Let's go straight to 12. I'll talk about everything that happens later. So, you know, at the beginning, it's not really what it's usually like. Naruto, instead of being a class clown, like he usually is, he's more of a quiet type. The more of a not a listener. He's, well, that is kind of like a class clown, but, like, quiet, and he barely listens to anybody. Barely listens to Kushina. Kushina's tried so hard to get him to open up more, but that just doesn't work. Now, Naruto has been having these weird problems lately. He's been growing these weird teeth that are like a carnivore's teeth. He doesn't know what these are. Well, he knows what these are. Like, he knows what teeth are, but like, he doesn't know why they're becoming like that. He's not gonna be slowly becoming Godzilla, but he's gonna get some characteristics of Godzilla. And having these, he decides to put on, or no, he doesn't decide to put on a mask, but he barely smiles. He doesn't open his mouth. If he does, it's just to scare someone off. Now, let's begin, where, he fails. No, you know what, let's say that. And he still fails. And he doesn't know why. And he's so frustrated that he emits a blast. Like, not a blast, but like, you could feel wind coming off of him. Or, I don't know how to say it, but like, you could, like, it's repulsing everything. Like, if like, a table was near him, or a chair, it would, like, get knocked over. He has also has been experiencing a lot of random, like, anger issues. Like, if someone angers him a little, like, didn't mean to, he will go all out. Like, he will destroy you. It's just like his anger gets a hold of him. He doesn't know how to control his anger at all. So, that, and he leaves the class, and then, well, someone follows him. As you could probably already know, that is Mitsuki. Or no, Mizuki. Yeah, Mizuki. Now, this Mizuki, he felt the pressure off of Naruto when he got pissed. Now, let's go to, they're talking, you know, and Naruto's still a little mad, and you can still feel it. Mitsuki gives him the chance, you know, whatever, to steal the scroll of sealings. Naruto does everything, but more sneakily, because he's more trained, I guess you could say. Because Kushina has been training him a little bit, you know? And then, let's go to when he's in the forest. He actually learned a certain, I guess you could say, well, he learns the, no, he doesn't learn that, I'm sorry guys, but he doesn't learn the shadow clone, I can't remember the full name of it. I think it's called the shadow clone technique or whatever. Yeah, he doesn't learn that. But what he does learn is some type of breath, like some type of nuclear energy. Like, he hasn't mastered it, like, up to the T, but he has put it to time, like, he can use it to amplify his attacks. Like, a nuclear blast. Like, that's gonna be later, but I mean, if you were to use that with, like, well, yeah, of course, he needs nuclear, but, like, if he times that by, like, 10 by his training, that would be something big. Um, but he can multiply his attack, and he can also damage someone without even trying. Like, he doesn't even mean to. Like, he wouldn't be able to do it anymore. Because if he uses the nuclear energy, he is not going to be able to stop it for a while. And when Mitsuki gets there, he feels weird. He feels nauseous. He's having headaches. And Naruto is kind of creeped out a little bit because Mitsuki is feeling like he's about to die. Like, straight up, he's gonna feel like he's, like, throwing up. He's throwing up so much. And then he straight up just falls down onto the ground. And Naruto doesn't know what to do, so he just sits there questioning what the freak just happened. And then luckily the nuclear stuff went away before Aruka got there. And Aruka's like, what the heck happened? And Naruto is just there traumatized because he just saw someone just die right in front of him. You know, that's gonna traumatize anyone. And even if you have Godzilla sealed inside of you. And as well, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. Now, when I say Godzilla is 10 times stronger, I didn't tell you who he's 10 times stronger from. That is what I'm going to say is, well, Kurama. And you want to know what's happening inside of Naruto's seal right now? Now, Godzilla is talking all this smack to Kurama, like, been making all these jokes and everything. And Kurama does not like this one bit, but he feels like if he were to attack, he would die in mere seconds. So he is trying to hold off the anger. But Godzilla is trying to make him unleash that anger so he could kill Kurama and absorb his chakra. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make something happen, alright? Maybe later, maybe soon, I don't know. Now, let's go to when he graduates, because, well, Aruka found everything, you know. He graduates, doesn't do that stupid, picture thing. He still meets Konohamaru. Instead of, you know, hitting him, he just straight up, kicks him in the face, not giving a crap. And that hurt like a crap. Like, that felt like a freaking 100-pound rock into the face. Like, straight up. And he's flying, and he hits the wall, you know. And he follows Naruto, like in the original, except Naruto just doesn't give a crap, so he doesn't call out Konohamaru for just stalking him. Konohamaru feels like he's just being played right now because he feels like Naruto is like a strong shinobi. Anybody from like a long radius can feel like someone strong is coming right towards them. Like, he can suppress that, but very barely. He can barely suppress it. You know, no. Now the next time we go to, well, where everybody has graduated and they're in the classroom getting their teams picked out. I'm gonna keep the same team, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Now let's go with, Kakashi. When that little prank thing happened, and he still wanted to prank, Kakashi, not in the same way as, like, oh, I just wanted to make this funny and see if he actually falls for it. He wants to see if he falls for it, but, like, for, like, shinobi reasons, not, like, a prankster vibe, you know? And he lays, like, he can, it's kind of gross, but he can use his own his own saliva or whatever to make, like some, like, pretty nasty stuff. Like, if his saliva gets on you, it will burn you like heck. And, well, they wait. Sasuke is a little intrigued by Naruto because he feels like this guy might be someone to mess with, like someone who can actually go to my power, because he's been training a lot too. He has unlocked the full part of his head. He can use two heads. You know, he can also use the beams, whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. You know, the beams he uses as, like, almost like the atomic laser or whatever. You know, the gold laser things or whatever. Yeah, he can use those, but only to a minimum. It won't, like, destroy a whole mountain. Now let's go to when Kakashi gets there. He senses that weird substance right there is dangerous, and he was confused because, like, who the heck would put something so dangerous right there? Is it? Oh, he finds out, or he he figured it out and was like, it's probably a test. Yeah, so he is gonna make a fool out of himself, like, not make a fool of himself. It's like make them think that he is a bad Jonin. But he well, sees that Naruto is not amused or anything at all. He is just sitting there, just looking at Kakashi with that blank stare at Kakashi. Kakashi's a little freaked out, and his drop of sweat comes down, and Sakura, being obnoxious to Sasuke and whatever, they go up to the roof, and that is where I'm gonna have to end it. I'm sorry. But hopefully this next one will be out tomorrow. Hopefully. I don't know if this is gonna be uploaded in a while, but it's gonna have to see. Well, I'm gonna have to see because I'm the one uploading it, so. Okay, well, if you guys like the video, if some of you would like to comment, or I might just do it myself, it depends, to comment what ship you should have, or, cause you could say, like, what kind of powers do you want Naruto to have? Like, do you want to be super overpowered? Some special techniques or whatever. I'm gonna make him pretty powerful, but I don't know about overpowered, but yeah. And because in the video, I'll see you guys soon again, I guess. And well, it's the end. Bye, guys.